Disc match.
Really? So you gonna change or what?
Yeah, sorry, it's just taking forever for it to.
Come on, man, go get that shot real quick. I swear, I promise I'll have it done soon. Even if you take a super fast
Basic
shot.
Thatcher band right off the bat. Coming from release and random on attack first. Or, I'm sorry, that was Mike and 800 on defense first.
5 minutes?
Pretty standard Jackal band coming out from release and random. Release knows how potent Jackal can be, especially with 800 being a Jackal main.
What I'll do is as soon as it's ready, which will be about 5 minutes, I'll put it in the freezer, then knock on the wall, and as soon as you get out and get dressed, it'll be ready.
Interesting band. We have a Jaeger band coming out from release and random, probably targeted at 800, who is our team's Jaeger main. Pretty interesting, but albeit not surprising. We might see some Womai coming out. A Mira band, pretty standard, especially feeling it's being targeted at random, who's a pretty good Mira. Although that might hurt Mike on defense, considering he's a very good Mira player. But we'll see how it plays out. Alright, round one, the map one, here we go. Alright. So going into the 15-second pick phase, nobody's picked anybody yet. It is interesting, considering they only have 5 seconds. It looks like they're going for a kitchen dining hall choose. Nomad a Lion and an Ella and a Goyo coming out. It'll be interesting to see if that LS6 picks. Oh, yep. 6 pick coming out from the Ella going to a Vigil, and a 6 pick from the Nomad. Let's see who he goes into. Mike with Goyo does confirm. Lion has not confirmed yet. Oh, there's the Lion confirmed, and a Zofia pick from release being completely confirmed. Both 6 picks coming out with random with the diffuser. Seeing as we're going into a first floor pick, we got 800 already going for the early roam, or it seems like he's going to get hatches or hatch here in Kid's bedroom, which makes perfect sense. As Mike is just doing the standard reinforcements. Luckily, with the reinforcement pool, they have access to all 10, meaning that they can do their best. With Release's drone going upstairs to possibly spot the Vigil, he does see the Vigil, but the Vigil has no clue that he's been spotted. With Release deciding to go after the Vigil, but the Vigil seeing the drone and missing his shots. So Release is going to keep his drone upstairs as 800 goes back first floor. With barricades coming out, interesting that we have no reinforcements yet on the dining room site. As we see here, Mike going to put a Goyo, but not doing so yet. Oh, he puts a Goyo. Oh, interesting. He's pulling an interesting trick here, where he's gonna try to get an angle under the table that, or he's just gonna use it as cover. With Mike putting his last Goyo here. Nope, he's not even gonna put. He's gonna barricade that off while 800 goes for the reinforce. With Release still droning. Interesting to see where he takes his drone. Looks like he's gonna go drone small tower where there isn't any currently. It's interesting to point out that Random is running the V308 instead of the 417. Interesting pick for him. Seems as both players are going to hold sight. With Mike using the wall here in dining to hold a line of sight all the way through to the door past the shield. Very smart play on his part. As it seems that our Vigil is going to be holding security, even with no reinforcements, considering that I have plenty left. With both impacts and the nitro cell still on the board, with all 4 drones still on the board. Looks like Random's going to go and try for the basic push here to the base of small tower. Actually, he's going to go from the top down approach, it seems like, with Release coming with him. Early drone work with a minute 45 left. They're going to go into small tower that is not contested. That was probably Release droning Random out. As they roam clear small tower. With Release going over to the side here, it'd be interesting to see where he goes. He's going to rappel up to small tower as well, with both defenders still on site. All utility still left. But with one of Release's drones down. Be interesting to see where they go from here. It seems like Release is going to be droning in a site. He sees Mike's setup with both of Release's drones down. It's all up to Random to do the drone work here. As Release goes for a small tower push, it'd be interesting to see if he tries to get the Goyo shield from above, which he doesn't. As Random's going to be pushing Shower Hallway. Oh, Mike is prone. It's waiting for the Zofia, waiting for the push. As our Vigil is still in his little corner. He's getting on cams now with... Oh, they have not taken out default cam as Random is blowing the door open, and Zofia going for the breach into Showers. With Mike on the breach, on this hard wall here, as Random uses one of his line calls. His Release is in. Mike takes out Release with a beautiful headshot from the Vector without taking any sort of damage. Wastes the Nitro Cell on the Random, who was down the hallway, unfortunately. With 800 waiting for the pinch. Oh, Random picks up Mike and Plane, and 800 goes for the cleanup on Random. A beautiful round from the defenders, waiting for those offensive players to come to them. Beautiful shots from 800. So we go into round 2, where it is 0-1 in favor of the defenders. Let's see who we have for picks here as we go. It seems like they're going for a kids in dorms defense with a Zofia pick, a Lion pick, a Legion, and a Smoke. It'd be interesting to see if that Legion or that Lion gets picked up, six picked off, or maybe even the Zofia. The Smoke is being confirmed, so is the Zofia. See, maybe the Legion or the Lion is going to get 6 picked out. The Legion is getting 6 picked out. It'll be interesting who they pick. Malusi, pretty standard pick coming in there from 800. Doesn't seem like Random's going to 6 pick. 6 pick coming in from Release, going for a Fuse from the Zofia. Going to be an interesting pick with Release with the Diffuser. Seeing as we're going for a Dorms defense here, it'll be interesting what Mike does. Goes to instantly make the rotate. Well, 800 puts a Malusi right in attic. Interesting spot, I'll give it that. This is Mike re-barricades main window that he broke. Interesting Malusi spot here. As Release has found sight, and 800 attempts to pick off the drone. Doesn't do so well, and he hides his drone in failure. It's Mike barricading off. No reinforcements going down yet, which is very, very interesting. As I say that, Mike is reinforcing Closet, with 800 barricading it off. Not very coordinated, with all 4 drones still on the board come the end of the prep phase. As more barricades go down.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
They're completely abandoning attic and just barricading off. Interesting strat here. Mike going to finish the rotate. Looks like he might be making some feet holes while he's at it, or just a giant rotate as 800 puts down reinforcements into attic. Interesting deployable shield setup for Mike. They're expecting the attic push. As we have not, as Release is still droning through Master. He sees that it is clear, considering he's on the balcony with Random watching main entrance run out. It seems like defenders are not getting as aggressive as maybe they could be. But this yellow ping is coming out. As Release attempts to look for defenders and confirms that Master is completely open.
See your friends in the neighborhood because they're all pouting too in their kitchen.
Pings coming out. They think they know where they're coming from. Mike has a suspicion, I guarantee it.
Yeah, this is kind of hot.
Release still with the drone work with a minute 50 left in the round. He might have seen 800 sitting there in the corner, but he's not sure. He goes for the Master push. Seems like he's running shield pistol. Very unorthodox pick there as Random goes up through Armory. And they are in Master Closet with more droning coming from Release. And he finds 800 on the cam. He's probably going to go for the hard breach here as Random pushes through Armor. He's using the new hard breach gadget, pushing through here. Might get a free pick on the Malusi. He does. Release does get a free pick on the Malusi. The very bad communication coming from Mike. As Release now has partial sight control as Mike pushes Release, but Random gets some damage on him with a smoke going down, and Release in the corner with his shield ready to plant. Release, the plant going down. Mike behind the bomb with a little less than half HP, probably around 30, as the plant is going down, and Mike is powerless to do anything about it. And Defuse is down with Random covering, and Release backing out of Closet, probably to go on Master Balcony, or chill in the breach. As Mike is going beneath, a very interesting pick. See where he goes. What is he going to do? Is he just going to chill there? He knows he can't. Oh, looks like he's going to rotate all the way to main stairs, trying to get a flank. Not sure how effective it'll be, though, considering Random appears to be waiting for it. Let's see here how this plays out. Mike coming up main stairs, and Random is waiting for it. A beautiful round from the attackers. Not very great communication coming from Mike, allowing the Malusi to get easily picked off. Beautiful pick from Random. All right, score 1-1 in tied game. Let's see where this goes. Seems like they're going to go for a Dorm's main hall hold again. We'll see how this goes this time with 5 seconds left in the pick phase. A Fuse pick coming out. And a Ying, a Legion, and Mike has not picked with a Frost. We'll see how this goes. It'll be interesting to see if the Ying 6 picks or Mike does. With a confirm coming up from the Legion and the Fuse. Oh, 6 picks coming out. Mike and Random. Mike switched to a Cab. He might be turning on his roam game this round. And Random would be interesting to see what he picks. Goes to a Capitao. Oh, Mike switches to an Ella. Ella getting confirmed. Capitao getting confirmed. And Legion getting confirmed. Seems like we have a pretty solid lineup.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Seeing as we're going for another kid's dorm hold, it'll be interesting to see how they change it this time. As Random and Release are both spawning street. Capitao and the Fuse. Release going for the drone while Random gets his out. Smart play, save a drone. Release does not spot the Ella, but he spots the bomb, spots the Legion. And as Mikey's going for the Reinforce on Master Closet, as Release successfully hides his drone from the Legion. Would have been smart for him to chase that, possibly. Denied the attacker some intel. As Attic Reinforcement's going down a lot early in the round. He does spot the Ella, and the Ella does try to go for the drone, and he does get it. Only 3 drones left on the board. As Mike is going for a first floor roam. Be interesting to see where he goes. As it seems like he's going to be on main entrance waiting for any unsuspecting attackers. As Random and Release are moving up. Release going back to where he was as Random is droning him out, but they have no idea about Mike's presence on the first floor, as 800 is the only one on site. With both Release and Random's drones droning out, with Release droning out and Random going armory again, another standard armory push. As they're droning out, doing their drone work to confirm that nobody is in there. Random getting off his drone and going for the armory push, and Release getting off his drone. As where is Mike going? Be interesting to see where he goes, considering the attackers do not know his current position, as Release is inside of closet taking care of that barbed wire. Mike misses his shots on Random, only doing about 25 damage before he rotates up back white stairs as he puts down a Capitao Firebolt to stop him. Mike is back in sight, 800 in the same spot as before. Release is not going for the hard breach as they're just waiting.
Yeah.
None of Legion's impact still on the board, but with a Claymore and a hard breach charge and 3 drones still on the board, along with 1 Firebolt and 2 smokes. It's interesting where they go from here. Random putting down his Claymore and Release going for the hard breach. It'd be interesting to see if he can pick up 800 quite easily. 800 does not know as he does. He gets out of there, pulls back to kids as breach is open. Random waiting for the flank, but Mike is outsmarted him and is in behind bed. As Release is droning. Sees that nobody is in Dean and Billiards, and they can't plant. Sees the Legion pushing. As Legion pulls back, and Release is waiting for him with that AK-12. Random watching the flank of that M249. Legion mine going out. Interesting placement. As they are just waiting anxiously. With 50 seconds left in the round, Release getting some more last-minute drone work in. As Random continues to just watch the flank. As they confirm that they can go for plant if they wish. As Random rotates back from the flank, Release does some final drone work with 35 seconds left in the round. Still just holding angles. Only gunfight happened when Mike got some damage on a Random, as the diffuser has been dropped. Fuse picks it up. Mike, beautiful wallbang onto Release, but predicted the jump through the breach, as it is now just up to Random on 76 HP to cover himself. As he puts down a smoke, Mike attempts for the wallbang again. 800 is now dead. He has to go for the kill. 8 seconds left. Mike full HP. Random a little less than half. As 4 seconds remain. He pushes for the kill, and Mike picks up Random, who was low HP from the Legion Mine, making this a 2-1 game in favor of the defenders. Be interesting to see how this goes. Mike getting that excellent wall bang onto Release as he predicted the jump through the breach. An amazing shot on Mike, amazing player read. As they're going for a laundry supply room hold, a basement hold this time, a Mozzie and a Cav pick, as Release picks a Fuse and Random a Capital. Similar picks to last game, or last round, excuse me. Be interesting to see if Mike 6 picks off the Cav. Although, I bet the Capital and Fuse will be waiting on that roam. It does seem as though Mike 6 picks from the Cav to the Cade, and Release going from the Fuse to somebody else. Be interesting to see who he goes to. As Cade is confirmed, Mozzie has to be confirmed. He picks a Sledge, goes Sledge instead. With everybody confirmed, seems like we're going for a laundry supply hold with no hard breach. No, nobody took out the Cade, while Mike has that hard breach denial in the form of the Cade, as 800 goes and places down his pests, pretty standard, as Mike goes straight to reinforcing. Random going down the stairs, and he gets Mozzie. That's one drone down on Random's part, first time this game, as 800 goes over. Where is he going? Seems like he's going after the other drone. He does get it. 2 taps it as he reinforces hatches. Mike going for the standard reinforcements. Does he have his Cades down yet? He doesn't. And there's one going down. Oh, getting the other hatch. He's electrifying that hatch. Interesting to Mike is only electrifying hatches. Interesting play on his part, as both hatches are now electrified. Seems like Mike's going to be holding down sight as 800 is roaming in Big Tower. As Release and Random... Oh no, he's not going to go Big Tower. Actually, he is. As Release and Random go for the Big Tower push, but 800 is right there, and that could have been an amazing wallbang had Release been paying attention. A Nitro Cell wasted? Mike, what was that Nitro Cell on my guy? Oh, rotate. He wasted a Nitro Cell on a rotate. Yeah, now if he had gone shocked, he wouldn't have needed to waste it. But not on him, as 800 is classically sitting in a corner, droning, while Mike is holding down sight. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've only used 2, 4, 6 out of their 10 reinforcements. He could have easily reinforced this wall here, or this wall here, to stop any wall bangs. Seems like they're going to go for the blue push, as Cam's taken down, and they do a double push. Release getting in a good position to drone, as Mozzie is still in the wall bangable corner. They're expecting a push from blue bunker, which is not going to happen, as Mike barricades everything he possibly can to slow down the attackers. As Release, he does move into blue bunker where 800's drone is waiting for him, but 800, smart man, he does reinforce it so he can't get wallbanged by the Random on stairs here. As Release drones out blue bunker, and only 2 drones left on the field, Release goes right past and pushes straight in. Interesting spot to get on drones. As Release, what are you doing? Oh, it's a flank, setting up a flank drone as Random pushes forward a little bit aggressively, as they both are on drones now. And now if 800 could maneuver his drone of his that's over here to a perfect position to take them both out. But a drone from Release, it does spot the 800 in the reinforced corner as Mike moves over, attempts to take him out. Release instantly taking out those barricades with the swing of that beautiful hammer, as Mike is holding an interesting angle. 800 still on cams in the corner. Does a little bit of damage on 800. 800 again caught on cams for the second time this game. Mike gets a huge pick on a Release as their soft breach is now taken out of here. But Random can expertly go for this defuse with his Nitro Cell wasted. Interesting that he decides to try and peek. Full HP, both of these guys. A firebolt going down as Random is going for the plant. Mike cannot deny this. He can't, not with the firebolts. And oh, he didn't stick it. He decided not to stick it. He should have stuck that. He had the perfect opportunity.
10 seconds remaining.
He put down another firebolt and he goes for defuse. Mike knows he can't deny it because he wasted his nitro cell. He goes through the fire, he braves it, and he gets random. An expert play there by Mike, picking up the man, defusing, and just runs through the edge of the fire. Very smart play. Random should have just stuck it the first time. Oh, and he got the drone in the process. What a shot. As we go into a 1-3 game in favor of Mike and Random. Or Mike and 800, excuse me. With 800 getting caught on cams for the second time this game. Leaving it all to Mike to clutch, and Mike does in fact clutch it. With the kitchen dining hall hold coming out with Mike with the Cade, 800 Oryx, and Release with the Maverick, and Random with the Capital. Random just picking Capital round after round. He should have stuck the plant the first time, and now he would have had it. Be interesting to see if any 6-picks come out, especially 800. With Mike confirming the... Oh, not... Mike confirming the Cade, and the 6-pick coming out from 800 from the Oryx. Be interesting to see who he goes over to, with Release confirming the Maverick pick. And the Capital pick being confirmed by Random, and he switches to a Malusi pick. But now, the last time 800 played Malusi, he got caught on cams like he just did this last round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Seeing as we're going for another kitchen dining hold, it's interesting that Mike doesn't go Goyo again, but they're probably expecting that setup. As Mike starts barricading everything off, 800 going to get hatches, pretty standard procedure there.
Bomb located by attackers.
As Release finds the bomb, with Random give me a drone outside. As Release hides, is he gonna hide his drone? No, he's not. Mike looking for the drone, and he sees it, and he spots it, trying to pick it up with that revolver, and he does get it. That's one drone down, 3 left, 800 back in sight, placing his Malusis, and Mike all left to reinforce side. But interesting to see if they reinforce security this time.
5 seconds to insert.
Seems like 800 is going for that early reinforce.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
They have not reinforced security, which is very interesting to me. As Mike is putting his Cade on a wall, but still has one in his pocket. As he throws out his second Cade. There it is. Lucy putting down her second Banshee. With the Nitro Cell and both impacts still on the board. As seems like Random and the Cap Tower going upstairs. Release already grabbing small tower control as he goes for the drone. Very fast-paced round already for these attackers. 800 still putting down barricades. Now, a huge flaw in this, now it is a 2v2, but still, that this can be opened quite easily, as it seems like 800 can hear me as he reinforces. Stops there for a second, odd. Now let's just confirm that they're all in game chat. They are confirming, okay. Looks like Release is going to try and go for some sort of breach here. Well, Mike just kind of stands idly by with 800 in the corner on his cams again. Interesting. Mike ripping a Nitro Cell, and Release hears it, pulls back. Smart play, and Mike does not throw it. Smart, because he'd probably be taken out by the electricity anyway. As Release and Random are going for the drone play again, as Release watches their flank from Shower Corridor, with 800 still in the corner on cams. Well, he's off his cams now, just going in circles, whatever the heck he's doing. Random has some sort of flank drone. I think he spots Mike. A frag from Release missed. As they tried desperately to get this wall open, Mike comes close, just watching it. Not sure what he's doing. A frag comes out. Mike hears it. Frag going in. Frag misses again. Release missing both frags, but still has 4 canisters of gas left with 55 seconds left in the round. Mike prone behind this chair here, waiting from that push. As Random still on drones in Shower Corridor. He spots the Cade, giving Release some powerful intel. Oh, Mike not taking a little bit of not any HP, while Release is brought down to practically 1 HP. With Mike in the corner now, and 800 over here. Back on cams again. Well, he's off now. Mike mavericking a hole. Seems like, or Release mavericking a hole. They know that they have to go for breach. Interesting thing here. With 17 seconds left in the round, they have to push. 800 on cams still. He's off the cams. Oh, Mike picking up Release. It's all up to Randomness clutch. As 800 picks up Random not landing his shots. As that's another round in the odds of the defenders picking him quite easily.
The ball out, please.
Making this a 1-4 game in favor of the defenders, with Random Release having to step up their game in order to win this map. With a Castle pick and a Fuse pick coming out, a Twitch and a Pulse as well. Be interesting to see if that Pulse 6 picks or not. Mike going Castle, being a hard anchor, Twitch going, or Random going Twitch, excuse me. Be interesting to see who, if any, 6 pick. The Castle does confirm an 806 picks from the Pulse to the Bandit, as none of the, oh, there it is. Random confirming the Twitch, and Release going from the Fuse to the Hibana, them obviously recognizing that they have to hard breach.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
As it would appear that we're going for another Dorms hold. Mike throwing out proximity alarm. Where did he throw that at? Not sure where he threw that, but interesting placement. As 800 goes for the reinforcements. Mike putting down his castles, knowing that on the site, if they slow them down, they're a golden. Bandit coming out from 800, but they have a counter the Twitch.
attackers have located
Be interesting to see, as Release does spot the Bandit and pulls his drone back.
10 seconds remaining.
More reinforcements coming out from the defending team this time,
5 seconds
as it
left.
seems like they realize that they need these down. Mike with only two of his castles down. Or wait, where's his last one? I'm missing. Oh, he puts them both in trophy. I see. Interesting placement there. As they get to their positions, Mike making a rotate. As Release is going for his pretty basic push through Master. 800 sitting in the corner on his cams, per the usual. Trying to go to deny any Twitch drones that are sure to come in. Release spots him, sees that he's on cams. Oh, Mike popping a hole there because he knows that they're going to go for the breach. Now, smart play from the attackers would be to push through attic because there's no reinforcements stopping them, that they could push right on through. Looks like Random's going to push in here through garage, probably go up main stairs. Be interesting to see where he goes. Release still on drone. Oh, looks like they're going to try and take out... Seems like they're going to try and take out the Bandit from below. As in, not the batteries, but the player himself. Be interesting to see how they play this. As Release throws his last drone in, Random underneath ready. As Release goes and pings him. He moves, though, however. Not picking up the drone, but still in the corner. Still in the same corner.
A bomb has been located.
It's Mike scanning bomb, or Release scanning bombs, excuse me. He's still in the same corner, as Random is going to try and get him from below. No shots landing, but they missing, alerting 800 to the Anatics that are afoot, as they realize they have to push with a minute 19 left, breaking into Master. 800 pulling behind the couch, as Random, where's Random going? Seems like Random's going to try and rotate back up, as Release is in Master with the defuser as the Hibana, and these Bandit batteries have to be taken out within the next minute, or they cannot breach. As Random pulls his Twitch drone out, pulling it up main stairs, as he does he's going to try his dang hardest to get that wall open with 50 seconds remaining in the round. As Random goes in, gets one, gets two, and 800 goes back to placing him. $800 messing. Oh, the breach is open, but still electrified a split second there with as Release is going for the breach over here. Interesting. Smart play on his part, doing his last two X-Kairos to breach into there so they can push into attic. A smart pinch with 15 seconds left in the round. They have to hurry. Random, what are you doing, my man? You're still outside. There he is. He's in closet.
5 seconds to go.
Pinching. The pinch is not going to work. 3, 2, 1. The round is over. 1-5 at the end of the defense phase in favor of the defenders. They could not execute fast enough in that round. As we switch sides here, Random and Release going to the side of the defenders, and Mike at 800 going to the side of the attackers, with Random at 800 or Release at 800 going for a laundry supply room hold. Mike picking the Zofia. A Cade and a Monty pick coming out along with a Maestro. Interesting pick here from 800 going a Monty, a Flex Fragger going a Monty. Very interesting. As Mike confirms, picks the Zofia, picks up Defuse and Cade. Confirm picking, a 6 pick coming out from Random from the Maestro. Be interesting to see who he goes and if 800 is going to 6 pick. Yes, 800 6 picking going to the Ash, and from the Maestro going to a Valk for Random. Interesting pick from him. Nothing to hard breach. Interesting pick, meaning if Release reads this right, they can win this just based on time. There's a Release going straight to breaches, and Random throwing out one cam. Seems like here in the corner on A-bomb. Release continuing to reinforce as Random kind of runs around aimlessly a little bit, unsure what to do. As one Cade goes out onto this wall here, facing blue bunker. Release barricading it off. They're not getting hatches. Interesting pick. If the attackers read into this correctly, they can get hatches and maintain site control. They can get freezer hatch. All of these hatches. A second cam coming out from Random. Not seeing where that went, but only one Cade coming out. Interesting. With Random reinforcing freezer, something the other defenders did not do. Doesn't seem like they're pushing blue bunker, but Random still reinforcing. They're pushing down main. Mike running into the Release. Release is downed and dead. That's a Nitro cell gone. Random down to almost 50 HP, and he has yet to put out one cam. Doesn't even have a Nitro cell. With Mike pushing down the main stairs, quite an aggressive push. As Random seems to be unsure what to do with 800. Where is 800? Where is he at? Oh, he's pushing in freezer, trying to pinch the Random. Random knows. Random hears him. Mike back at the top of main stairs as he drones. Probably droning out 800, but both two full HP attackers with assault rifles facing half HP Random with somewhat of a pea shooter of an SMG. Be interesting to see who wins this. 800 backs off. Be interesting to see where he goes. As Mike continues droning, looking for Random. Quite well executed rush on Mike's part, catching Cade off guard as it seems like Ash is going to push with Mike. They're getting hatches open. Mike pushes down main stairs. Random backed into the corner. Still thinks that there's someone freezer. 800 is all the way in A site. Drop that hatch. Mike coming in close behind him. We'll open it. 800 dead because of Random. Random still half HP against Mike with a full HP with 2 of his concussions left. He can go for plan if he plays this correctly. Random pulling back somewhat. As he watches the rotate, he can hear Mike. He knows he's going to come through small closet. But Mike goes for the hallway. Or is he not? Mike going for the rotate hole he made as he pulls out his concussion launcher, switches to concussion, and concusses Random twice as both of his concussions down as he pushes the other way, and he picks up Random. Quite an easy round, I might say, for the attackers. Now with going 1-6 match point. It'll be interesting to see if Release and Random can hold these guys off any longer. Seems what might be going into the last round of the match here, or the last round of this map. As we see here, it's 1-6 match point in favor of the attackers. Mike picking a Finka. Not any other picks coming out. Quite interesting. A Vigil coming out from Random. Hibana from 800 releases yet to pick. A Cade. He picks a Cade. Be interesting to see if any of these guys 6 pick. Vigil might be going for that roam. With Release as the Cade, confirm picking the 6 pick coming out from 800, going from the Hibana to the Ying. No more hard breach. Interesting. Actually, they do with Ying's secondary hard breach gadget. With Vigil confirming, Mike confirming, and Ying possibly 6 me, but no, she confirms.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As we have a Dorms hold, we'll see how this goes. With Random seemingly to be AFK. Interesting. Nope, he's here. Okay. His release goes for reinforcements. Random saw something in reinforces attic. Smart man, as it seems like 800 and Mike are going to do some unorthodox pushes. The drone's not yet finding sight as Mike completely bypasses upstairs and seems to be going for confirming meeting hall. As one Cade goes on closet wall, and he does throw the other one on attic wall with 10 seconds left. 800 finding sight as the Ying spotting the Cade but not the Vigil, as 800 picks up that drone with only 3 drones left in this, with release barricading off. Be interesting to see if he gets caught off guard by a possible Finka rush. But Random is covering him this time. A smart play from these two, considering release got picked off so easily that round. Seems like 800 with the Ying is going to go big tower. Interesting. As he might try to go for breach, but he's going to find he's denied with the Cade in attic. Be interesting. Random making a rotate into attic. Watching that. He knows that they're going to push from somewhere, and probably an unorthodox push, as Mike, the Finka, is with him, but goes out the window, seeing it is caded, as 800 continues to climb up. I'm unsure what he's doing here, and I'm not sure if he's roam clearing or what he's doing. He's getting on there to watch. Frag missed from Mike, a missed frag, and drone coming out from Mike seems to give away their position. Interesting. It'd be interesting to see what the attackers are going to do here, seeing as they're cut off. As Mike and 800 do rotate, they do abandon the attic push. Be interesting to see, or not. They're both doing that. Mike on the window still, and Mike going for the drone as 800 goes towards the window. Interesting pick here. They're going to try and take out this Cade probably, and see if they can't breach. But 800 in attic. Random no longer watching it. He goes back. They're about to have a confrontation here. 800 pre-firing it. Random pulling back. Interesting pick. Release knows where they are. Release practically looking at 800 through the wall. He doesn't hit him. Oh, that was close. Too close on 800's part. Now, had Release known, that would have been an easy wallbang. Mike droning and seeing the Cade and seeing the Vigil, knowing he's giving 800 perfect intel, as Cade, amazing wallbang through the Mike on Mike, taking him out of here. That's a Finka down. Now it's a 2v1 with 800 going through the rotate, sitting on bomb, as 800 sees him, knocks down his half HP. 2 players down to half HP. 800 down to 30 as Release goes for the flank. Release getting him a perfect round from the defenders here, pinching and cutting off those attackers. A perfect flank here from Release, a perfect example of what a pinch should be, picking up 800 while the Vigil is putting pressure. Seeing as the score is now 2-6, still match point, but it'll be interesting to see if the defenders can make some sort of comeback before the attackers can win one round. Mike picking a Capitao, pretty interesting pick from him. And the Iana coming out from 800. No pick. Valkyrie and a Cade coming out from the defenders. Be interesting to see if the Valkyrie or the Iana 6 pick with Release doing decently well with Cade. With the Cade being confirmed and the Capitao being confirmed, seems like I was correct. The 6 pick coming out from the Valkyrie. Nothing coming from the Iana yet. Iana going for the 6 pick, as he picks to an ace and going to a and Random going to a Maestro. Does seem like the attackers are registering that they need to have some sort of hard breach, considering they brought it in the Ying last round, but it was shut down by that Cade, but they don't have any sort of anything to deny the hard breach. As Release, they learn from their last defense, and then he goes for hatches, as Random does make a rotate this time with the impact, seeing that hole in the defense, as Cade does not get the other hatch in meeting hall. Interesting, as Mike drones in, finds the bomb, does not see the Maestro, as he gets his drone into blue bunker. Be interesting to see if they go for a blue bunker push here. So Release barricading things off. Not many reinforcements going down, but interesting how it doesn't Cade the hatch. One hatch going down, or one electrical going down here on the blue bunker hatch. Mike's drone getting picked up by the Cade. The Cade is getting spotted. I'm not sure if they spotted the Maestro yet. But Release going for the barricade instead of the reinforcement. 800 seems to be somewhat rushing down Blue Bunker. He doesn't. Mike going to drone him out as they see it's open and that this wall here is unreinforced. Could be a devastating pick here for the defenders. As 800's in and already going for the breach. Interesting double Selma breach on this wall. As one Electric Claw is still in the pocket of Release. As Mike is droning in Release as the, or droning in 800 as the Capitao. Completely seeing that that room is empty and barricaded off. That Random is watching it. It does seem like he has some sort of angle through the bomb here. Be interesting to see as he does in fact get pinged by Mike. As 800 uses his last Selma on a doorway, on a barricade. Interesting. He must have been expecting some sort of utility placement to be there. As Random is on cams, it's all up to Release, but he's off site. They know that Random was on cams, but he's not on cams anymore. As Random goes to rotate, completely leaving B almost undefended, uncontested. As Mike finally pushes from outside into Blue Bunker. Mike going through the breach. A firebolt coming out. 2 firebolts coming out. As he's going to go for a plant. Release unsure what to do. A smoke going down. 2 smokes going down. Diffuser half down. They cannot do anything. Diffuser is down, but Mike is down. Nitro so out, taking out both 800 and Mike in plane. A beautiful throw from Release there, getting the diffuser down. Another round in favor of the defenders. A beautiful throw there from Release. A beautiful throw. Oh, that was beautiful. Getting 800 right as he was rezzing Mike through the smoke. What a beautiful throw. Yes, Release, go ahead and celebrate. One heck of a throw from you, my friend. As we go into a 3-6, it seems like the attackers are choking and they cannot get this last round. As we go into 3-6 match point here. Mike going out with the Zofia pick, a kitchen dining room hold here from the defenders. As a Cade pick comes out, a Sledge, and Random is yet to pick an Alibi. Interesting pick here from Random. As we'll see who 6 picks. With Release confirming the Cade. Mike confirming the Zofia. It'll be interesting to see if our Alibi and our Sledge here 6 pick. Seeing as at least one team is 6 pick every single round of this game. Seems like we're going into mind games here. They're both confirming this is the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first round this game that nobody is 6 picked. Be interesting to see how this round plays out with a kitchen dining room hold from the defenders. Now, it'd be interesting for me to see here if Random does attempt to contest Small Tower. But it does not seem to be the case. It doesn't even grab hatches. As some reinforcements have gone down. But they're not reinforcing showers. Mike could take full advantage of this with his Zofia, with his hard breach capability, or soft breach capability into sight. Both bombs being sighted and the Cade being sighted. As it does appear Random is getting hashes after all.
5 seconds left.
Yes, but not much time to return as both drones escape the phase unscathed as Release goes for the barricade. Interesting to see that Showers is not reinforced yet. They might leave that alone, which would be very, very catastrophic. As it seems like Random is going to roam. Interesting. Mike taking out an Alibi and blowing up on a door with using some of his precious explosive utility. They see that Small Tower is in fact uncontested, and they push in. Seems like Mike's going to go for a Showers corridor push. Oh, he's planting a Claymore covering their flank while he continues to watch it. He takes out Cam, and they drone in, and they see that Showers is soft. A very, very bad decision here for the defenders, leaving that soft. As Mike, not sure if he knows, he's still droning. He's droning in 800, sees, I'm not sure if he does. Does he see the Cade in the corner of the doorway? Be interesting to see with the Release in a very bad spot to be on cams. Now, if Random could execute this flank right now, he could execute it perfectly. They see side is open. Not sure if Mike can tell if... Oh, they ping the Cade. They know the Cade's other site. 800 in, taking some damage. Release down and dead as Mike is at half HP. Oh, they're both at half HP as 800 is planting the diffuser. This Claymore might get random. It does. The Claymore gets random, securing the attackers the win on Oregon here. 3-7. Mike going 10-4, easily the top fragger. This painfully obvious Claymore getting random. And Mike's beautiful Zofia elite coming in at the end of the game. Along with that beautiful Zofia, or that beautiful Obsidian seasonal skin on the sledge.
Heyo.